Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6th episode of Hi-Qel's Pop Talk. I am your co-host, Daniel.
And I'm your co-host, Alan.
And today, we got quite a bit of topics to choose from, or really to talk about. I don't know why I said choose from, because we're going to be talking about all of them. They ain't no choice. Let's go ahead and break them down real quick. First things first, in our gaming segment, we're going to be talking about a new studio called That's No Moon, with a pretty big pedigree of like studio heads from Naughty Dog, Infinity War, a lot of different people.
Super exciting topic that one is.
Yeah. It's if everything goes right, that's gonna be pretty awesome. Then we have, of course, the Halo Infinite technical preview. I've been waiting so long to freaking play this. We're definitely gonna get knee deep into that. The Back for Blood official beta is going to be happening, honestly, this or next week. Or this week, whenever you guys are listening to this, on the 5th. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Mortal Shell. Bro. This caught me.
That came out of nowhere, dog.
Yeah, dude. That, we definitely, we're going to be hyped when we talk about that. Then in our movie/TV segment, we're going to be talking about the GhostBusters movie trailer, which dropped this week. And it looks very, very, very good.
It's got a lot of like nostalgic elements to it.
Yeah,
like it's going back to the roots of it. I think a lot of the fans that had a bad taste in their mouth from the female Ghostbusters, I think that they're gonna like this one.
Yeah, we'll see. Then we have a little bit of a downer. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because of the Black Widow release, so that's gonna be a hot topic. Then moving on to the Suicide Squad movie, and it looks like it's really good. Very good, in fact. A lot of people
it's
like
getting
it.
good reviews.
Yeah, so that's nice to hear. And then last but not least, our anime segment. We only have one topic, but I think it's a pretty good and interesting topic nonetheless.
The best.
The new Blade Runner. There's going to be a new Blade Runner anime series.
Ooh!
Which kind of, again, came out of nowhere. A lot of stuff came out of nowhere this week. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, but very out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's all the stuff we're going to be talking about. Alan, how has your week been?
Man, it's been pretty busy, you know.
Same.
Got back, working Monday through Friday, 6 to 4:30 for right now, and on Fridays to 2:30. So I get a little bit earlier days on Fridays, but I've just been kind of grinding that out and playing
afternoons
some,
wide open. Oh,
yeah. Under my house. No.
Well, we're big Creed fans, obviously.
But yeah, no, man, I've been really putting this SSD to good use.
Good. Good.
I've deleted a few things off of my hard drive and re-downloaded them to my SSD. Like Siege. Siege is a very SSD heavy. It's not like too heavy. I don't know why I was about to say that. Hey, Harrison, stop. Sorry about that.
Oh man.
So it's not too heavy on the SSD. I don't know why I was about to say that, but it was it definitely helps you load into the match a lot quicker, and it helps you not look bad to the Siege community, because the Siege community is toxic, and while I am a part of that community, they're toxic, and they start to shit on me because I don't have an SSD and I hate it. But
toxic and slipping. There's like a song,
and I'm just, man, I'm telling you, and like honestly, I'm getting I've had the Songbird vibes this week too.
Yeah,
like I was at work, and I was concentrating on what I was doing, and I didn't even realize it, but I was singing completely out loud. And
ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it wasn't like it was like I was belting, but like I was definitely like making some noise to where like most of the people around me could hear me. And and one of my bosses, this dickhead, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, bud," and he taps me, and I was like,
"Yeah, what's that's up?" How you know he's full of crap.
And he was like, whenever you're singing like that, that brings a lot of attention to yourself, right? And I was like,
yeah.
Well, I'm going to take that as the compliment as it is. And 2, I'm singing. And he's like, yeah, you're singing pretty loud. And I was like, oh, that's my bad. I just do that whenever I'm concentrating. I can't help it. I'm kind of off in the head, man. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, that's just one of those habits I can't break, man. I just like hum or something while I'm working, and it makes like whatever project I'm working on go a lot smoother or a lot quicker.
Yeah, whistle while you work, man.
Yeah, man, and like that's what I was thinking about is like, yo, coal miners and shit, they used to like sing when they were working and shit, and now you can't be bothered to sing at work. Some people, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't too pissed off about it, but I just was like, maybe that wasn't the coolest way to handle that.
Nah, man, it was cool. That guy's just lame.
But no, I'm talking about how he came up to me. Like, I don't think that was the coolest way he could have done that.
Man. I can't. He
could have waited until we went on break and been like, "Hey, man, maybe don't like sing. Like, the North Pole.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't sing while we work."
I got this weird thing when people come up, when they come up to you and they say, "Hey, buddy." Like, first of all, I'm not your buddy.
Yeah. Hey, pal.
You know? Hey, buddy. Hey, pal. Hey, bud. Nah, man. Look, get that crap out of here.
You know when you're at work and an elderly white man comes up and says, "Hey, bud," or "Hey, pal,"
bud. Oh,
you're
God.
in some shit. You're in some shit.
Yeah.
But nah, man. And then like another thing, and you know, if you're listening right now, I beg you, if you haven't given this game a second chance already, to do it. Because I've been recently, for the past 2 or 3 days, playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online again with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, dude, I was not looking forward to starting over because you can't take your character from console to PC yet. And they didn't add that in GTA Online until like 4 or 5 years after that game came out. So like,
that is a thing now?
Yeah. If you well, here's the thing: if you played on PS3, when they took PS3 to PS4, right? You could take your character over to PS4. However, if you did that, you can't take him to PC.
What? Oh, that's dumb.
It's dumb as fuck. It's kind of lame. But I honestly playing again and getting back into Red Dead. I have been playing this game again and enjoying it so much, and it's so much more beautiful on PC. And I've been legitimately playing this and going, why did I ever stop playing this? Like, I'm having a good time. Like, but I don't know. But that's pretty much all I've been up to is just working a game. And I've been slacking on my anime watching recently. I got to episode 3 of Demon Slayer, and I just stopped cold turkey watching anime because, like I said, I get home and I'd rather play video games.
Yeah, same.
I got to make some time for it on the weekends.
Yeah.
But
it's all
but
good.
that's been my week, man. How's what you been up to this week? How's your week been?
Man, my week has also been very busy. I just started at my job, or my new job, I guess.
The one that you were talking about?
Yeah. And oh boy. I got a lot to learn in terms of editing and stuff, because some of the projects they gave me took me literally like all day. So
really?
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can get like more efficient so that it doesn't take me all day. But like the stuff that we're doing is like a lot more exciting. Like I did a really cool video. I don't know if any of you guys know these people, let me know. But we're editing videos for a channel called Checkpoint, and Simply Chris, and there's a bunch of other ones, but they're like pretty sizable YouTube channels. And one of the ones I was working on yesterday literally took me all day, but it was pretty cool. It was like the guy Checkpoint, he makes a lot of videos about like GTA mods, and like
oh cool,
he does a lot of like GTA like role playing videos.
Oh yeah,
where he'll be like,
I've always wanted to kind of get into those. They look super fun, but like it also seems like at a point like you're applying for a job to get into some of those fucking servers.
Oh Lord, yeah, it's crazy how big like GTA like role playing is.
Man, and see, I think that's why I enjoy D&D and shit so much, is because I just legitimately love playing like Gmod and back in the day on GTA 4, and even like the GTA 5 servers. Like, I love the role playing shit. I don't know what it is. I just love it.
Yeah. Well, that was the job side of things. Other than that, I beat Hollow Knight had to have been sometime last week, I want to say.
Oh yeah, that was that one you were telling me about. That's like a dungeon crawler kind of deal.
Yeah. Or not really a dungeon crawler, but like a Metroidvania. Really good. Really, really good. As a matter of fact, I ended up liking that and enjoying it more than Doom Eternal. I've actually kind of like, I've kind of had to like slug to like finish it. I'm almost done with it, but like, I don't know, man. It just, something about it. I think it's because I've seen so much of it that even though I'm playing it, it's like, I feel like I've already played it because I've seen so much of it. Yeah. But I mean, it's still pretty good, but I definitely, towards the end, I'm like, I'm kind of ready to get this over with.
I feel that. I feel how I could see the Doom, like, constant blood and gore would get kind of over the top at the end. Well, and that's kind of how I was by the time, man, and I loved it. Don't please, everybody, don't hate me for saying this, but by the time I binged all 5 parts of JoJo's, I was so burnt on JoJo's. I was like, man, I'm so ready for this series to get over so I can move on to the next thing. However, I really enjoyed the seasons, but it was just like everything, like there's that such over the topness of like all the stands and shit. Like pretty much part 3 and on is what burned me out. The first 2 seasons were like a normal anime, and then at part 3 it just like, man, it just it took off and did something completely different. Completely different. But I love the experience, but I completely feel what you're saying, because at the end of it there was just so much like over the top like twists and bullshit that the fucking main character could do and all that to get out of those sticky situations that I was just like, oh my god, dude, come on.
It's not just over the top anymore. You've seen it all like so much.
But
speaking of anime, I actually did what I said what I was gonna do, and I restarted Gurren Lagann. And man, bro, from the dude, this is how sappy I am. I was tearing up in the first episode. I was already tearing up, bro. I don't know what it is about seeing Kamina and like Simone's relationship.
I love Kamina.
Whenever Simone's kind of in a place where he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, and Kamina just comes up and he's like, look, I believe in you, dude. You can do it. And it's just, he's always so encouraging. And I just, for whatever reason, I just start tearing up, man. Oh my gosh, like it's so good. And I'm looking forward to finishing it again, and crying my eyes out at the end. But oh man, so it's good. It's good.
That GIF I just sent you is my favorite scene from Gurren Lagann, where he's fighting the first guy that they encounter.
Dude,
he extends the sword for like fucking a whole minute.
I swear that thing is like the longest sword ever, man. Oh my god.
I was talking, dude. It was so best funny scene, because like I was. I was talking to my friend Jackson when we lived in Jacksonville, funny enough, and he was watching. We got to a point where he would just come over and we watch anime, and hang out. But that's how I got him into Gurren Lagann. I mean, not Gurren Lagann. Sorry, My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Super. We watched them together at my house, and then I was like, yo, you've got to see this anime. It's probably one of my favorite animes. It's like a very serious anime though. Like My Hero and Dragon Ball has some goofy shit to it, but like this one's like kind of serious and on the sad side. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm down to watch that. I love shit like that. And then that scene happens and he loses his fucking mind.
It endlessly extends, man. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. Pretty good week. Let's go ahead and jump into our actual topics, because we've been kind of talking for a while.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get into our first topic in the gaming segment, and that is a new studio is being made by a bunch of Naughty Dog, Infinity Ward, and even EA developers. There's a bunch of veterans that are founding this new studio. The studio is called That's No Moon, and the founding team for this new studio includes the former CEO of PlayStation's Visual Arts Group, um, the chief officer, the current EVP and board member of Giant Squid, and former director of Sony Sony Santa Monica Studios, which is pretty exciting. There's a former CEO, senior developer, a development director at EA. There's somebody from Bungie. There's somebody from another person from PlayStation. Pretty big pedigree of people that are founding this new studio. And I gotta say, dude, any new studio being formed is very exciting because, I mean, who knows what can come out of these new studios? They could be a new IP, a new remake.
There's a lot of stuff that could come from the studio, especially because you have the guy from Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
and Naughty Dog, stereotypically, only has worked on third-person games.
Yeah.
Whereas
Taylor
Infinity Ward
Kurosaki is the name.
Yeah.
Director. Yeah.
And whereas Bungie and Infinity Ward have, as we all know, worked on the Call of Duty games and Destiny and Halo.
Yep.
And so I am wondering what we're going to get from this. Like, is there going to be a game that we get that is going to be a FPS, or is this going to be like an action adventure game somewhere from the likes of the that Michael Mombauer and the I'm sorry, I forget his name again, but the guy from Naughty Dog,
Neil Druckmann?
Are you no, the guy in in the new studio that is
from Naughty Dog?
Yeah, that is from Naughty Dog.
Taylor Kurosaki.
Yeah, Taylor Kurosaki. Yeah. They're used to making these third-person, big, adventurous games, whereas the other two are used to making, first-person shooters. So it's really cool to see that two thing come together. I really hope that the people from EA and Bungie aren't there from the bad times of EA and Bungie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know these people. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't look up game developers and stuff often. Yeah. And so these names are essentially gibberish to me.
Yeah.
And
same.
So I don't know what era of EA and Bungie and Naughty Dog these people were let go from, but I hope that it was along the lines of Halo 3 maybe.
Oh man, I swear to God, that'll actually roll really pretty nice into our next topic. But if who knows, dude, what they're gonna do. You brought up a good point because they've kind of had experience on both sides with the over-the-shoulder kind of story-driven games like Last of Us, and then you have
Uncharted.
Uncharted, that's a really good one. And then you got multiplayer stuff like Halo and Destiny and stuff,
and
so
Call of Duty obviously.
Yeah, they could really go anywhere, and I can't really find any information about what their next project or their debut project is going to be like, but I
guess we'll find out in the coming weeks or months maybe.
Yeah, I would imagine it will be kind of like a mix of both, but we'll see. Definitely very exciting. It's not the only new studio that got announced or got recently formed. There was another one at the State of Play earlier. There was a new acquisition. No. I'm thinking of Summer Games Fest. PlayStation formed a new one, but yeah, it seems like new studios are just
popping up everywhere.
Everywhere. But pretty exciting. Speaking of Halo and Destiny, let's go ahead and nicely transition. I guess that wasn't super nice, but let's go ahead and transition into our next topic, which is something that I've been dying to talk about, which is the Halo Infinite technical preview that just started a couple days ago on the 29th. Man, this is a step in the right direction for Halo. If this is what the launch experience is going to be like, I'm I'm pretty psyched. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking good, man.
Yeah.
And whenever you can actually get in.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
I had downloaded the beta. For all of you listening, I had downloaded the beta, and tried to get into it, but the servers were so full. Or so loaded down or something. I don't know. Yeah. But I kept getting error code after error code, and I couldn't get into anything. And so, unfortunately, I did not have the hands-on experience that Daniel had. However, I watched a lot of gameplay, and watched a lot of people talk about their thoughts on it. And generally, people seem to have liked this beta. Yeah. Let's just hope they don't fuck it up, because like I think with like one of the last couple of Halos that came out, I gamed with this girl that was a diehard Halo fan, and
she's single?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
well. Do you remember? We went to high school with her. Her name was Hannah. She was in Izzo's grade.
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, she was the one that was like the diehard Halo fan. And,
okay, cool.
And she was wanting to like get into this beta on her PC, not this one that came out, but one of the previous Halo games. Mm-hmm. And she got into it, and she's like, "Yeah, this is really fun. I don't care for the sprint being in it, but the beta's really fun, and I'm gonna enjoy this game." And then they released it, and she was like, "Everything they changed is dog shit. This is so this is such a bad game now."
Yeah. Well, I gotta say that, I mean, from what they showed, it looked like just kind of like Halo 5, Halo 4. So, like, we're going into it, like, it looked good, but I was like, it kind of looks like this. I don't know, like, what
the same formula.
It doesn't look like they really changed much. However, playing it is a totally different story because, and you mentioned the sprinting before. So I didn't notice it at first, but once I read kind of like some other people's opinions of it, I really started to notice it. And one of the things that people were talking about was sprinting is slowed the F down.
Oh,
like,
really?
By a lot, yes. To the point where it doesn't feel like... You remember when I was... we were talking about it in a couple episodes ago, and I mentioned one of the things that I didn't like about sprinting in Halo was whenever you sprint, the time it takes to go back to like aiming down sights, ADS, is so long.
Yeah.
By the time you get back to aiming, you're already shot. Right? It's honestly like a disadvantage. It puts you at a disadvantage to sprint. It allows you to get around the map quicker, but you're leaving yourself open pretty much. With this, it's like instant. It's not like super quick, so you can get around. Like it's not that big of a speed increase. It is noticeable, but it's not like super crazy. And like with the fact that you can actually ADS with like the assault rifle, which you couldn't do in like all the way up until 4. They added that feature in 5, which I think was actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that you can instantly ADS means that like sprinting isn't, for me, it doesn't put me at a disadvantage anymore, which I think is great. I think the fact that they're decreasing the speed is great because it just doesn't feel as like obnoxious as 4 and 5. Because dude, you were freaking sprinting around, and Reach as well.
Yeah.
You're sprinting around and like jumping around. It sped up the game to the point where it just kind of felt like Call of Duty-fied. And with this game, it feels like they took a step back, but I think that's a good thing. Halo works best when it's simple. Like Halo 1 through 3 were really great because they were simple. There was no sprinting, there was no like extra, there was no like perks like drop down weapons and all that crap.
Yeah,
a simple multiplayer
pick your loadout and go.
No, not even that in the original game. It was just like you were in it. You started out, if you were playing regular Slayer, you usually started out with a pistol and assault rifle. And sometimes if you're playing BR Slayer, it would be your battle rifle and your pistol. That's it, right? Unless you're playing any of the extra modes. But this game, it feels like they, like I said, took a step back. They kind of like there's a lot of things from Halo 5. The good things, like ADS with the assault rifle, the slide. Right. The sprint is there, but it's not, like I said, obnoxious, right?
Yeah, it looks like the mobility in this game is really like up there, man.
Yeah,
like,
but it doesn't
super good.
Yeah, it's good. It's there, but you don't feel like it's. I don't know, man. I like the fact that they're kind of slowing the pace of the game down because for me,
I mean, I still think it's kind of fast. I mean,
yeah, it definitely is compared to like the original games, but it's, like I said, it's a step in the right direction. Really kind of it feels like a step back from Halo 5, but a step forward from like Halo Reach, if that makes any sense. Like, it feels like the next evolution of Halo Reach, which was that's kind of when they started adding like a lot of the extra stuff, like sprinting, rolling, jetpacks, and all that other stuff. But they took away there was like a dash mechanic, like a dash move where you would be running and then you could like tackle. There was like this little dash tackle move in 4 and 5. It looks like they took that out because that's not in there. And then there was also this ability in Halo 5 where if you jumped and you ADS, you would kind of like hover in the air, and then you could do like this ground pound move. But that's not in the game. But I think that's a good thing, again, because if you add too much crap, then it just gets like overcomplicated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You were talking about earlier that on Reach, I think you said they were kind of like Call of Dutying things.
Yeah, Halo. Yeah, Call of Halo.
There was some things in this beta that I noticed that kind of reminded me of Call of Duty, and that is pretty much overall how people play the game, one, and two, the little like weapons that'll appear on the wall that kind of like are like bioweapons, sort of. That was a strange thing to me because as you know, and maybe the people listening don't, but I haven't played a Halo since ODST, so
ain't missing much.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's what I've heard.
I'm just kidding.
But like, so I don't know if that's been a thing in the last couple Halos or not, but that's very like Call of Duty Zombies to me. Is the buy weapons off the wall whole thing. I also noticed, and I don't know what it was, but I would notice that when people died, that like some shit would just come spilling out of their body, and like whoever I was watching, whoever POV I was watching, they would always pick that up. And I don't know what that is. Is that what gives you points to buy off the wall? Is that what that is?
No, so you don't actually buy stuff. They just put the weapons on the wall.
You can just pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool. Like a visual thing. But yeah, I do see what you're talking about. It does kind of like remind me of zombies.
Yeah.
But I forget when they actually started doing that. I think that's like a fairly recent thing, like in Halo. I say Halo fairly recent, but I think Halo 4 is when they kind of started doing that.
That was one of the last 3 games. I mean, not including Halo Infinite. So that's pretty recent to me, anyways.
Yeah,
but this game, I mean, dude, I gotta say, me not knowing anything about the Halo series and not having touched it since 3 and ODST, this beta looked fun. Like it looked so fucking fun. Like the gunplay looks really good. It looks like that me being as bad as first-person shooters, except for Siege, as I am,
me too.
That I would be able to play this game.
Yeah,
and
it plays really well.
It looks like they really worked on the combat and stuff, because like I don't know what it is, but like the main assault rifle that you have, I don't remember what it's called, but that thing, like, it just controls so well, and then like the way that grenades are used and are like really effective, like it's super satisfying to watch people get kills on this, and so I can only imagine it's that much more satisfying to do it yourself.
Yeah,
I also
most
noticed
definitely.
that there's like little power ups and stuff. Like they can throw out like a shield in front of them or
Yeah,
some shit
yeah.
like that. Is that new to this game or has that been around for a while as well?
No, you could always get like overshields and camo and stuff, but the thing was, it wasn't like a. It was usually like a little power up that as soon as you touched it,
Oh, it did
you
it.
would get it. Now,
Yeah.
I will say I haven't played a lot of Halo 5 multiplayer. I played it
Okay.
a bit, but that might have been a thing in there. But I remember in the original, or I guess yeah, in the Bungie games, whenever as soon as you would like touch it, it would activate. But with this one, you kind of pick it up and then you can activate it whenever you want, which I think
Oh
is pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I think that's really cool because it's good for clutch moments.
Yeah,
Because like
very much so.
I watched a guy completely just like shit on a guy with having the shield because he he throws it out and I guess the guy didn't know what he threw out and at about the time that it goes up the guy lobs a grenade and it killed him.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
man, I was watching the pro players on this that because like IGN did a stream of like some of the pro players that got to play the beta, which I think honestly is the best way to show off your game is have professional players play it.
Mm-hmm,
And some of the plays that those people were making, big brain,
yeah,
big
emoji.
brain.
Yeah, yeah, no, most definitely. But yeah, you brought up a good point. It just it feels very tight. Like it everything just feels like it was like very like meticulously like crafted to play very well. Like the gunplay is on point, like movement is on point. Everything just feels very,
Yeah,
very, very nice. And yeah, like I said, like gameplay wise, it's great. Now, I will say
yeah,
it is a technical preview, and the purpose of this whole thing was to test like the technical side. And from a technical standpoint, it ain't great. And they said it because they stressed that this is a older build, and they wanted to really kind of test like the PC side of things and test
yeah.
like see how the game played on a lot of on a wide range of hardware because I would imagine they have like a set amount of hardware that they test, but obviously there's a bunch of people playing on PC and everybody has
Yeah.
some sort of different configuration. So the purpose of this is really to just see, okay, how does it play on
How
this?
does this? Yeah. How does this handle?
Yeah, like how does this handle on this graphics card and CPU combination versus this one? Can we optimize it for this? Can we optimize it for that? And I will, yeah, like in terms of optimization, it's not great. It actually the game, you can tell this game they've been optimizing it a lot. It's been optimized a lot more for the consoles because it plays a hell of a lot better on my Series S than my
Oh,
PC.
really?
Yeah, and my PC is like a beast, a super beast of a freaking PC, and I could barely get, I couldn't even get like 100 frames at 1440p,
Oh, wow.
um, which is like crazy. But again, like they said, this is an older build, but on the Series S though, it's like 120 at 1080p, bro. Yeah, like that's very extremely
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
Like the
You can
fact that
tell
it
it's
plays this
optimized for
good.
console.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it'll drop. You can tell it drops frames here and there, but I mean, like this early, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, and I hope they can bring that same optimization. I hope it plays as smoothly on the PC as it does on the consoles. Because
Yeah.
man,
I
yeah,
mean, I
whenever
don't see why it wouldn't. I mean,
me neither.
they'd be
Me
pissing
neither.
off a much larger community on PC than they would on console.
Yeah, yeah, and like they've with the Master Chief Collection. Whenever they finally fixed everything, it is optimized like super well now, and every game plays beautifully. So I mean, they definitely have the chops to make it play extremely well. But yeah, like if whenever like it plays smoothly, man, oh, it is so fun. even against bots, because you can only play against bots. It's you know, with a team of real people against bots. So like, I'm really looking forward to like the actual flights when they're testing out the multiplayer, because man, oh man, this is just this small taste. Yeah, definitely really, really good. I think the only thing I'll say before we kind of move on, the last thing I'll say though is, if it's this good, I don't understand why they've been so secretive about this game. Like they're very weird about like showing, okay, we're gonna show this much and then we'll kind of back away. We're gonna show this much and then we're gonna back away.
I kind of appreciate that though, because in an age of spoilers and leaks being everywhere, I like a game that is super secretive and super protective of their spoilers and secrets.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And actually, you brought up a good point, because to be honest, some of the campaign files were actually like in the technical preview. So there's some spoilers about the campaign and the
damn
and the actual technical preview, which have already leaked. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it, and I'm not.
Me neither.
And I hope that nobody goes out of their way to post it and be a dick. But
yeah,
I gotta say, my last little bit about this is it looks super fun, and I know I keep saying this, but for someone who hasn't played Halo in a while or gotten into the series in a while, this might get me back into it, especially knowing that you and a few other of my friends are going to be playing this.
Man,
I am definitely going to be getting into this because it looks super good.
Most definitely, man. I'm a Halo fiend. Actually, bro, those games are so, especially the original 3, like magical experience. Definitely looking forward to this one. I think 343 has finally got the formula down pat with this Halo game. And
you know what? You're talking about magical experiences. You know what was a magical experience for me back in the day?
What was it, man?
Left 4 Dead 2. Which brings me to the next topic.
Very nice segue.
The Back 4 Blood trailer came out for the official beta.
Yes,
it is starting soon. This game looks just like Left 4 fucking Dead, dude. Like
it does.
The zombies look way more innovative and, in my opinion, a lot more scary.
Yeah.
But because there's this one that's like a huge fucking thing that you would think would tank like a lot of bullets, but they shot it and then it explodes. And it's like a boomer almost. And man, this game looks good. It looks so fun. It reminds me exactly of Left 4 Dead back in the day. And playing that, and it just looks like it's like on a new engine, has better graphics, and they've done some ragdoll mechanics for this one, which are hilarious.
Yeah, man, Left 4 Dead was so freaking fun.
It was piff, and that's why everybody is excited for this game, because it's. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. When this game releases, I think it'll be one of the biggest releases.
Yeah.
Of the year.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and it's on Game Pass too. So
it's on Game Pass.
I'm already copping that. Yeah.
Dog.
Oh yeah. That's why.
I'm getting Game Pass.
I keep shilling for it, but I keep shilling for it for a good reason, because it's freaking amazing. Like the amount of games that are on there and the amount of games that are coming out for it.
Yeah.
Is bonkers. Halo Infinite, day one, bro. So I already have it pretty much, in a sense. So yeah, whenever it comes out, you better believe I'm gonna be on it like white on rice.
It looks like also that playing as the infected is going to be a thing, and it looks like it's going to be fun, because they showed off from the point of view of one of the special infected that looks like and plays like a hunter mixed with a spitter from Left 4 Dead. Because he can pounce, but we see him pounce on top of a truck, and he stands up there and spits down on the humans.
Yeah. This looks really, really good. Definitely giving me some good Left 4 Dead vibes, which I think is great. By the way, off topic but on topic, have you played World War Z?
Yes, I saw that they're putting first person in their game.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
That's kind of funny. That's pretty funny.
They're doing a huge new DLC that's adding a bunch of new campaign missions. and it's putting first person into the game, and they're adding a whole bunch of new maps for multiplayer. Like that is a huge update that's coming for that game. I just didn't want to put it on the topic list because we already had so much to talk about.
No, you're
but
good. I
since we're on the topics
trailer.
of just zombies, man, like that was a trailer that dropped this week along with everything else that I was just like, yo, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah, I think it's funny, and like I'm watching the trailer right now. One of the comments is like, it says the trailer could be summed up like this: "Please don't play Back for Blood."
Yeah,
you bro, I'm like, no, they added this because
Back 4 Blood they
was
wanted to
coming out.
compete. Yeah,
and they know there's a bunch of people who were probably waiting for Back 4 Blood because I think some of the original developers that worked on Left 4 Dead were on it.
Yeah,
right?
No, that's the whole thing with the 4.
Yeah. So people are probably gonna be like, what's his Andy from Toy Story? I don't.
Oh
wanna
yeah,
play
yeah,
Doom
yeah.
Anymore. Oh,
throwing down on the
back
ground.
to Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
and
man.
like that's the thing is like I was talking about that with my friends too, as I was like, hey, did you guys see that these trailers came out today? And they were like, yeah, we saw that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we're definitely gonna get Back 4 Blood over the other thing. And and I was like, yeah, fair. I'm probably gonna get both because I already have World War Z.
Me too, bro. You should have told me. Man, we could have. Man. Right. You know, speaking of World War Z, last thing I'm gonna say, I actually don't think that they needed to put a first-person mode in there because one of the things that I like about World War Z, it makes it stand out because if you just put a first-person mode in there, then it's another Left 4 Dead clone. And we already got Back 4 Blood. Why not stick to what you're good at, or stick to your guns, literally, and just keep the third-person view. Don't add that, and just relax.
I hope that
what I mean?
They will at least make it where, and I know that like third person will still be available, but I hope they make it a thing like Red Dead and GTA where you can swap in game and you don't have to go into like a menu, or before you play the mission or survival mode or whatever you're doing, you have to select first person or third person. Like I hope they don't do it like that. I hope that they let you switch in game because like, I mean, I don't see a problem with it because, like, if some people want to play in first person, then I don't mind that. I just know me, myself, I will continue to play in third person because that's how that game came out and was intended to be played.
Exactly.
And, two, like you said, I don't want to play a game that's like Left 4 Dead. I don't want to play an exact clone. Like the whole thing that made World War Z stand out was that there are perks and that there are, like, turrets that you can set up and like fences and shit like that, and the fact that it was in third person. But once you add that first person, I agree with you. I think that it becomes more like a Left 4 Dead clone with like some reinforcing. And that's it.
Yeah, man. It's almost making the situation worse for the game.
However, I think that DLC will be really fun.
Yes, it will. I most certainly agree. But yeah, that's Back 4 Blood. Looks great. Looks freaking amazing.
It was more World War Z, but yeah.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you.
You're good.
But Back 4 Blood looks good. We didn't get much of a look at it,
Yeah.
It was a 30-something second trailer. It basically just, did what it was meant to. It just pretty much said that the open beta starts August 5th.
Open bagel?
Yeah, open bagel, yeah. Unfortunately, which, I know I personally am, unfortunately, you have to pre-order the game to get the beta.
Yep,
so,
I saw that. Yep.
But
I was hoping that if you were like a subscriber of Game Pass, you could get into it, but it doesn't look like that's the case.
Yeah, but
Bummer.
That's okay. That's okay, because I personally will be pre-ordering this game.
Okay. Nice. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Who knows, man? Maybe there's like some backwater way to get into the beta or something. We'll see. Well, let's go ahead and move on to our last gaming topic in our gaming segment, and that is this new Mortal Shell DLC, man. Bro,
man.
What the? I'll be honest, like, I was like, Mortal Shell, that's whatever, but bro, man, this looks hype as hell,
It looks
dude.
so fun.
I was like, man,
It looks so good.
Yeah, dude. I'll be honest, like Mortal Shell, like I'm not really big into Souls games, but Mortal Shell, like the mechanics of it kind of stuck out to me and made me want to play it. So I've been like, this is the one Souls like that. I'm like, okay, I would probably give this a try. Like I like the whole like freezing mechanic or like the hardening mechanic to kind of like block and stuff. Like that's really cool. And like the design, the visual design, I'm digging it. So I was already, you know, kind of like, I liked it enough, right? I'm like, you know, I might try it eventually. But this, after seeing this, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trying this.
I
man.
like the general like eeriness and creepiness behind it. Like that's really cool to me. It does remind me a lot of like a Dark Souls or Bloodborne kind of game. Yeah. And I like those to an extent. Like I really enjoyed playing through Bloodborne, and I also really enjoyed Fallen Order, which isn't, you know, made by the people who made Souls games, but had the same kind of combat.
Souls. Yeah, that Souls type locking on and kind of blocking.
Parrying, dodging. If you get hit, your health is like already half depleted. That exactly.
I was about to say, yeah. Dude, I think one of the most hypest things about this trailer was that freaking katana axe, dude. When I saw that, man, I about had a fit, man. I mean, that looks sick, dude. Matter of fact, one of the guys in the comments was like, whoever thought of the katana axe should get a raise. And I definitely agree, dude. Whoever made that freaking weapon, came up with that weapon type, yeah, definitely deserves a freaking raise. That thing looks sick, man. Never seen something like, dude, that freaking thing looks sick. And just like, it just looks a lot more like there's a lot more like going for it. Like it's, you know, with Souls game, even like Elden Ring, to me, I looked at Elden Ring and I was like, this is like Dark Souls 4. It doesn't really look that different. Yeah, you can ride a horse. All right. What else is new? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, okay, yeah, you know, what's his name? Guy who made Game of Thrones. Yeah, he's working on it.
But George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, some famous dude. That goes to show how much I care about the game. But anyway, yeah, I remember watching Elden Ring and everybody was like, oh my God, it's so hype. And I'm like, it literally looks exactly the same. Like the exact same formula. But with this, dude, like there's like some sort of like bazooka weapon or something. I was like, what? Like that's a thing? And like even the attacks, there's like a jumping attack and like some of like the elemental types. Like there's like a ice elemental type, there's like a fire elemental type where you can kind of use it to kind of teleport and stuff. And just like the combat and like the environments and like the weapon types just look so much more interesting in this. And I'm all up for it, dude. I'm not like I said, I'm not that big into Souls likes because I feel like they've kind of like milked the crap out of that genre type. But with this one, I'm like, yeah, sign me up. Katana axe, sign me up. Bazooka, whatever the crap that weapon is, sign me up. This whole game just looks tight, dude. Yeah, very big. Like, caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting to like be that hype for it, but like, yeah,
I'm saying, man, it was another one of those like, yo, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Where did this come from? Exactly. Sign me up. Yeah, it looks like some. Looking at the trailer again, just kind of watching the background, it's like some like, not prehistoric, but like this almost like industrial or pre-industrial age like bazooka. Like it's made of like wood and stuff. Looks sick, dude. Man, this whole thing just looks, oh my God, so good, man. My bad. I kind of like feel like I over-talked this topic. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, man, you're all good.
Sorry.
I just think this looks super fun. I definitely will be watching out for it. And probably getting into it myself because like I previously said, I love games that play like this, and I didn't figure that out until I played Jedi Fallen Order, and then after it influenced me to get into some other games that play like this. But yeah, this looks really, really fun.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I've kind of been like wanting to try different types of games. Like Hollow Knight really made me see, wow, you know, I've been playing the same type of games for a while. Maybe I should start like branching out and playing different types of stuff, because like I really enjoyed that game. And I feel like trying this, since it's like a new type of game, or like a game type that I don't play a lot of.
Yeah.
I feel like I would really enjoy it because of that, because it's something new. So.
The thing that's crazy about this game to me too is it's they talk about like how there's like a disembodied voice that says, "Brother, aren't you glad that you're not made of mortal flesh?" And I was like,
yeah,
that's kind
that
of
was interesting.
That's kind of strange. What is he made of exactly then? And
clay?
Yeah. Is he Clayman or whatever it was from from Batman? Clayface, yeah. But
yeah, the Clayface family.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's pretty spooky and pretty strange. And you know what you do when there's something strange in your neighborhood, right? Who you gonna call, man?
Oh, that was a good
GhostBusters.
That was tight. I like that. That was a good segue, man.
GhostBusters
movie
is the
TV
next
segment.
topic, man. I watched this trailer come out of nowhere as well, and had no idea they were working on this movie. Had no idea that Paul Rudd was going to be in it. And I saw the trailer, man, and the fact that the original lady from Ghostbusters is in it, and she was the lady that sat at the desk and answered the phone, and she would always yell at all the Ghostbusters to like hurry up, we got to keep the lights on and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the trailer, they call the Ghostbusters hotline, and you hear, "No, we're closed." And it's Dan fucking Aykroyd reprising his role in Ghostbusters. But here's the question. Did they get Bill Murray?
Did they get
Bill Murray? Yeah. Well, they can't get Egon because he's dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But they could definitely have gotten the other three.
Yeah.
Which confirmed they did get Dan Aykroyd. But I think this is going to be super cool. Paul Rudd is probably one of my more favorite actors of these days.
Yeah, I really like
just
that
because
guy.
He's just generally funny, and he's also just a wholesome person. Like he's one of the celebrities that you can look at and you go, you know what? I bet he's not a piece of shit behind closed doors.
Yeah, and you know. Never mind. I'm actually not gonna say that. But
let's not get canceled. But
I was actually gonna. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say it. Good looking dude, man. Like
okay.
Dude.
Yeah, no, very very attractive man. Very,
when you see him, I really
especially with the beard.
Yeah, man.
The beard works on Paul Rudd.
We sound like freaking fangirls right now.
Yeah.
But I really liked him in as Ant-Man. He was one of my favorite parts in Civil War whenever they were like, Sam Wilson was like, I know a guy. And then when they brought him, I was like, and he was just sleeping in that van. And he woke up like, he didn't know. Dude, Paul Rudd, he just kills that role. Like, I like seeing that dude.
My favorite movie that I've ever seen him in was this movie called I Love You, Man, which is a comedy. And he basically, the whole plot line of it is he and his fiance are getting married. And he doesn't have any friends. And because he was like kind of a loser in high school and like didn't get along with anybody at work and all this other stuff. And so like basically he goes to this bar one night and he meets this dude named Leslie, oddly enough, and they bonded over their love of the 70s rock band Rush. And that's just like it, the whole movie is just their bromance like forming and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's such a funny movie, and I love it. And plus, Rush is one of my favorite bands, and so they have a part in that movie where they go to a Rush concert and they're actually in the movie, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I also about this trailer, as I was mentioning at the beginning of the podcast, that there was a lot of like nostalgic stuff to it. Like the old um, the old car that they ran around in. They has been repaired, and they're making
Yeah. Yeah.
adjustments to it so that while they're chasing a ghost flying down the street, they can be hanging out of the side of the car, shooting it
Yeah. That
with
was tight.
the laser and dragging it into the trap that's on
That was
fucking
tight.
wheels. I
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, that's cool."
Yeah. That's tight, man.
And so
This whole
I really hope that this movie performs well. I think that since Dan Aykroyd is on board with it, that is at least somewhat of a good sign, because the
yeah.
whole reason that none of them appeared in the other Ghostbusters movies was because they thought they were going to be trash, and they were right.
I didn't actually see that one.
It was
the one that came out a couple
it
years
was
ago.
rough. It was rough. So like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm all about women having leading roles. However, this one didn't work at all because they tried to overdo the fact that they were women being Ghostbusters. And it was also more of a remake than it was a continuation.
Okay.
Whereas the characters in the last one, or I mean, in this one, are from the last ones.
Okay. I
Ghostbusters 1
see.
and 2.
I
And
see.
this one is more of a continuation of those two movies, or like, somebody found all their
Oh.
gear in the future and fixed it up and it started catching ghosts again or some shit like that, right?
Okay. Okay.
And so yeah, the female one was just very rough, and and that's kind of hard for me to say because like Melissa McCarthy was in it, and I love
Mm-hmm.
Melissa McCarthy as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
She's so funny. And
Mm-hmm.
it just like, and I'll tell you, she was probably one of the only saving graces of that movie.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't even that much either. So,
I gotcha.
but
Yeah.
I hope that this one does a lot better. I'm expecting good things already just from the trailer. It looks super good, and I will be going to see it.
Yeah. People seem like the reception from like the trailers. People seem like really, really excited. One person was saying in the comments, they're like, this brought like tears to my eye. I'm like, dang, okay, like, it seems like this is like already the reception is really good. Well, one thing that kind of caught me off guard though was it was a lot more serious than I
Yeah.
thought. Like, because when I think of Ghostbusters, I think of
Like it's sort of serious, but it's more
in the
of
neighborhood.
a lighthearted seriousness. It's like
Yeah,
a comedy
lighthearted.
with a serious undertone.
Yeah, but this one it was like serious with like comedic undertones, like
Yeah.
the reverse, which is like
I think that that's going to
interesting.
make it a better. I think that that's going to make it a better like action movie for sure.
Yeah, like it seems like it's like they're taking Ghostbusters seriously. But I guess that makes sense because again, I didn't see the one that came out, the last one that came out.
Yeah.
But I know, wasn't that one a lot more, didn't that like rely a lot more on the comedy side?
Yes.
Okay.
It did. It was a very goofy like movie.
Okay. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense that they were going for they maybe want to go more serious with this one, or kind of like a balanced thing, not rely too heavily on that. But yeah, no, this is tight. And I've only seen like the first and second one, but I really, especially the first one, I really like that one. Like my favorite. I haven't played the game yet. I actually have the game, but I haven't gotten into it. I might actually try and I might actually try that out pretty soon. But no, Ghostbusters looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Like I said though, I just hope that they bring back some of the other original actors.
We'll see. That'll be, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. I think they will. But go ahead. Let's move on to our next topic in our movie/TV segment.
I'm sorry. I want to hold you up just a second.
Uh-huh.
I just looked on IMDb. It is confirmed that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson are reprising their roles as Peter Venkman, Raymond Stantz, and Winston Zedmore. They
Heck
are
yeah,
they
dude.
are all three in the movie.
That's tight. That's tight, man. That's already a good sign.
That is already
That's
a
a
good
great
sign.
sign. Yeah.
I am super going to see this movie now. Okay.
Freaking awesome.
I'm sorry to hold us back on that conversation again. We shall
You're
move
good.
on to ScarJo being pissed off now.
Yeah. That's a simple way to put it. Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
So. But still, she's not too happy with Disney right now.
Yeah, Disney done, according to her, they changed the agreement, as Darth Vader said. And
I've
Empire
altered
Strikes
the
Back.
deal. Pray I don't alter it again.
Yeah. So
the mouse.
Yeah, the mouse.
Darth Mickey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you could. Yeah, Darth Mickey is really what they are sometimes. But
especially with the last 3 movies. Ugh, but
yeah. So
please remove them, Filoni.
Yeah.
Please remove them.
Oh man.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because they had kind of changed the way they changed the Black Widow release. So apparently in the original contract, they guaranteed her that they were going to release Black Widow exclusively in theaters, but that didn't happen. It released in theaters as well as on the Disney Plus service. Yep. And because of that, I guess she didn't get as much money, or it didn't make as much.
Yeah, they basically told her that they were only going to release it in theaters, and since a lot of places, movie theaters, are still kind of struggling to get audiences back in, they told her, like, look, this isn't going to make that much money, but like, we'll give you what we can. And then they went behind her back and released it on Disney Plus and got even more money from that, but still gave her the movie theater only release money, which you know, Scarlett Johansson has got millions of dollars, and she got 20 million from just the theater release, so I think she'd be okay. However, I'd be kind of pissed off if I was due more and I got less. Like she put her hard work into getting fit. I'm sure she did her own stunts and was there on time every day, and they're shafting her. Like it's kind of fucked. And now the story has developed even more, and Emma Watson is feeling the same way about Cruella. They did the same thing to her, and they only gave her the theater release, but then ended up releasing it on Disney Plus too. And at the time, she was like, "I'm a brush it off. And I don't really care. I'm Emma Watson. I've got I've got enough money." But now that like people are saying, "Yo, that's fucked up," she's like, "Yo, you're right. That is fucked up. Like I missed out on money that I put my hard work into," and so. It goes kind of both ways. Like, do they have enough money, or is it justified for them to be mad? I think that it's completely justifiable for them to be mad, because like that would be like, I think about it like me working for Walmart. If they were to short my check, I would have exploded on some managers, dude. I would have been yelling and cussing and screaming. Probably would have lost my job. All over like $20 extra. Like, and these women were probably guaranteeing $20 million extra. So they might be a little bit more pissed about it than I am.
Yeah. I wonder about the future of the character now that this has happened.
Well, I don't think there is a future of the character, is there?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, and I know this is a prequel, obviously, and in universe she's dead.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't seen the movie either, just because like since she died, I didn't care. I was what was the point? What was the point of this movie?
Yeah, that's kind of.
This was basically. I think this was basically like they had ScarJo for like on contract for longer than they expected, and they just needed to do one more thing with her. And this was it.
Yeah. I think
she looks hot as fuck in the movie, though.
Whew,
gotta say.
Don't even get me started. Okay. Back on topic. I think this is definitely going to hurt potential or I guess a potential like return for the character in the future. If this thing doesn't get resolved in like a
Yeah.
nice way, because
I
with go ahead,
no.
sorry,
Oh
sorry.
no. You were doing your thought. I thought you were. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, with like the multiverse, they've established that they can do some wacky things. Loki is kind of shown that you can bring a character back,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
maybe not the same version. So like there's room for they could obviously do whatever they want and bring her back, but that doesn't mean we'll get a Scarlett Johansson movie. But we could see some other version of the character just because of how the multiverse kind of works. And I mean, Marvel can do pretty much whatever they want, but yeah, man.
I just hope this doesn't create a strain between the working system of Kevin Feige and Disney, because Kevin Feige's pretty pissed about this too.
Oh, he is? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I heard about Disney being kind of pissed, but
nah, IGN reported that Kevin Feige is very angry and embarrassed at Disney over the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit.
That's not.
And he said,
"Dang, if you missed."
I'll just read a little bit from this, but it says Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige is reportedly angry and embarrassed over Disney's response to Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit, feeling the company did not do enough to make it right with one of Marvel's biggest stars. Feige is a company man and prone to corporate showdowns or shouting matches, but I'm told he's angry and embarrassed, Baloney reports. He lobbied Disney against the day and date plan for Black Widow, preferring the big screen exclusivity and not wanting to upset his talent. And just apparently he was there with ScarJo on the day it released, and the shit hit the fan. The movie started tanking, and Johansson's team threatened litigation. And Feige tried to get Disney to make this right with her, but obviously, since there is a lawsuit, they have not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like this, man, like Disney or any really big, like large corporations like this are always gonna, they're gonna hold their money really, really tight, and they're not gonna want to give anything, even if the person involved, like Scarlett Johansson in this case, has every right, to
their money.
Yeah, right. There was a contract that was signed, and there was a expectation in that contract that she was going to get
and the expectation was met. Oh, not for her, but for Disney.
Yeah. So I mean, she's in the right.
Yeah,
and they can call it embarrassing. They can call it, whatever. But I mean, like y'all owe her some money.
I think that this is going to call a lot of other actors and actresses to kind of shit on Disney.
Yeah, man, that's
because I know that these two women can't be the only two people that have been shafted by the exclusivity of movie theaters versus Disney Plus launches.
Yeah.
And so also I think this will make it in the future where Disney can't do that to people anymore, because now that this has been publicized, people's agents are going to know, okay, Disney's not going to just only exclusively release a movie in theaters ever again. They're going to put it on their fucking streaming service too.
Yeah.
So we might as well go in there asking for more than they're offering.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Because they're probably shorting the shit out of us.
Yeah, and honestly, this is not the first time that a bridge has been burned with an actor. In the very beginning, multiple people had kind of like gotten burned by Marvel / Disney. What's his name? Terrence Howard, I believe. He was the original guy who played Rhodey. Tony Stark's best friend, who got replaced by Don Cheadle. He was the original guy, but apparently he asked for a certain amount in like the sequel, and they didn't want to give him the money, so he was like, screw that. He was kind of like another like money thing.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke, he played.
I mean, you've got to know your worth, and some of these actors and actresses know their worth. And
yeah.
so I can't blame them for being like, yo, I'm a big draw and I'm going to be the reason that people see your movie.
Yeah.
So now, do I think that Terrence Howard is that person? No. But, but like, I mean, if he thinks that he deserves that much money, then by all means ask for it.
Yeah. Also Mickey Rourke. On the subject of he got burnt. I think with like how they like cut the film, they didn't really like show like
His
dude
best scenes.
Yeah, like dude, like he went all in the role. Like he made it like an accent. He like seriously like went all in, and they kind of like put his character like to the side. Really,
I love Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, so that sucked with that. And then there was one other person I want to say. Well, the whole Edward Norton thing was something kind of different. He wanted like more control over like the films and stuff. So that was more like on like the creative side. But this isn't the first bridge to be potentially burnt
for money.
Yeah,
and it won't be the last one either, because
I was about
always in the state of business, people will always argue about money, and it's just something that can't be helped.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean at the same time, you know, like her and some of the other people were kind of like done with the roles. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if even if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be surprised if she was already done. But this definitely burns any, or ruins any potential chance of her like ever returning, even if like they do like some sort of like reunion. Yeah, if they do any type of reunion, I don't see her coming back. Unfortunately,
well, unless it was hosted by Kevin Feige and Marvel, because like Marvel is on her side. It's Disney that's not on her side. While the big entity that Disney is owns Marvel, Marvel is still their own company and has their own like people that write those movies and do them. And they just go through Disney, and Disney gives them the good old check mark or the good old X mark. And so like, if Marvel threw a reunion and was like, yo, we're having ScarJo at this, and I hate that you decided to be an asshole and caused the breakup between you two, but I hate it for you because this is a Marvel event.
Yeah.
But well, do you have any final thoughts on the movie, on this lawsuit topic?
No, I mean, I hope that the matter gets sorted out in a peaceful manner. And I mean, I guess I'll watch a movie at some point, but it's definitely not on my list. I'll watch it for like
I'm gonna watch it when it gets on Disney. I'm gonna watch it when it gets on Disney Plus without having to pay the extra fee.
Yeah, we can always, like get a trial real quick and just cancel it.
No, I mean, like I have Disney Plus. But like the thing is it's on there and you have to pay like $15.
Oh, that's BS. That's BS, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing that crap like they did with Mulan.
Yeah, they've done it with every movie released since.
Come on, man.
Every single one, which is why ScarJo and all these actors are getting so pissed off, because not only are they getting subscription money from me, but if I was to buy that movie, they would have also gotten 15 other extra dollars this month from me. And so like if 100 people bought that movie for $15, that's already $1,500 right there, man.
Yeah,
like she probably did deserve more money for that, but I probably will see the movie one day just because I want to see what they do with the character. I want to see,
I just want to see Taskmaster, really.
I want to see that as well, and I also want to see like the Easter eggs and such, like you said.
Yeah.
But she, like I said earlier, it looks like fans of Black Widow would enjoy this. She looks super hot in it too, so like we can't ask for nothing better than that. But speaking of people looking super hot in their movies,
oh, good segue.
You know who looks hot in this in her new movie?
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad.
Oh! Man.
Man, I would marry that woman.
Yeah, very good choice. Very good choice.
But no, the Suicide Squad reviews have started to come out. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. Which is pretty good coming from them, because they gave the last Suicide Squad, I think it was like a 5, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 6.
Yeah. It's currently got a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm
Yeah.
not like the biggest Rotten Tomato, snob. I don't like pay that much of attention to it, but I
don't either.
That's still a good. It just seems like the consensus, like overall, like really, really good.
Also, apparently, this is going to be a very violent movie.
Oh yeah,
very, very gory too.
Yeah, nobody's safe, which I know you love.
There's this one part in the trailer there that I saw where King Shark picks this dude up
and rips him in half.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude!
I was like,
and you see like the tendons and the muscle getting like stretched out, and oh my god, it's so gross.
Yeah,
oh,
that was
so gross. But like, I'm excited to see what they do with that. I also think there will be some comedic undertones in this, because it is a James Gunn movie.
Yeah.
And so it's probably going to run a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy, excuse me.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can see like that type of like style of humor in it, which is his style. But I mean, obviously it served the movie well if it's gotten this good of a response. And I'm
saying
I felt it was gonna get a better reception than the first one, but I didn't think people were gonna like it this much. Like, it's got like 9s, 90s pretty much across the board from a lot of reviewers. So yeah, I bet Warner Brothers is probably thinking, oh yeah, we definitely made the right choice. And hey, James Gunn, can you do another movie for us, please?
Man, you know what he said?
What?
He was like, yeah, if I can do a Harley Quinn and Groot movie. And I think that is the wildest fucking team that you could put together for that.
Yeah. I think I would not be surprised if, because obviously Harley Quinn's gonna survive, right? She has to. She's like the main. She's got plot armor out the wazoo. So, but I don't know actually. I haven't seen the movie, and they said nobody's safe. So who knows? Yeah. But I feel like it's Harley Quinn though. Like you can't really.
I really hope they don't kill off Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Because this is Margot Robbie's final movie as Harley Quinn. Her contract for being
she's got
her contract for being Harley is up, and she says she doesn't know when she's going to be returning to the character as of right now. And that if she does return to the character, that she hopes that somebody plays Poison Ivy alongside her. And man, and I hope that movie is rated R or XXX. Man,
oh my god,
fucking, I need that movie.
Bro, you're killing me, dude. You're freaking.
I need her and the chick that played Gamora to be. Oh god, but no.
Demonetized.
I think I really hope that that doesn't happen. I hope they don't kill her off. I hope they don't take her out of the universe. I hope that it's like she doesn't know, because they are currently working on her contract and they're going to offer her some new stuff.
Yeah.
And be like, please return to the character because you're the biggest draw that DC has right now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Right. They got some other stuff going for them. Wonder Woman.
I think that
is definitely like the highlight. Although with the newest one, it's like
and that's what I'm saying.
I think whatever direction they go with Harley Quinn, I think James Gunn after this movie is definitely going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Whether it's a
Yeah, for
producer
sure.
or
Because that was one thing they were saying is that Margot Robbie, like this movie, even though
She
she's
killed
played
it.
Harley Quinn 2 other times, that
Yeah.
she absolutely destroyed that role in this movie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they said that she like went full badass into it, did her own stunts in this movie.
Oh, for real?
And
Word?
yeah, word, dude. She went hard in this movie as Harley Quinn. But I think that this movie, I'm excited to watch it. I already told Mary that next Friday when it comes out on HBO Max, we're sitting down and we're watching it. Because
Oh, so it is on HBO
Yeah,
Max.
yeah, it's coming out on HBO Max next Friday.
Okay, I was wondering.
August 6th.
Okay, isn't it already like out in theaters?
Well, it's out for the critics. I don't think it's out for us. I don't think it's out for us yet.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because I saw all these reviews and I was thinking, oh, so that means it's already out, but I guess not. So the one thing I do wonder though is will the audience and like general audience like it as much as the critics?
100%. It is out in theaters August 5th. It comes out the next day, August 6th on HBO Max.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I am curious to see what the general audience thinks and if they like it as much or if the fans, especially if the comic book fans.
I'm gonna
like
sit down and watch it because John Cena. I watched WWE as a kid, and so seeing him in it will be kind of fun.
I actually didn't see him in the movie at all.
He looks kind of.
I'm sorry.
Tank see me. But anyway, so like I think he's gonna be pretty funny in it. I think King Shark is gonna be a great role in it.
Still can't believe that's Sylvester Stallone.
I think that it's gonna be a very goofy but like gruesome role. Like he's going to be like the most fucked up person.
Probably.
Like he's gonna kill people in the most fucked up way, but he's also gonna be the most childish.
Yeah.
Like there's that one scene where they're sitting in the conference room and he raises his hand and Barbara Walters calls on him and he goes, "Hand." And just points at his hand and she goes, "Yes, that is your hand. Very good." like he's like just fucking stupid, but
he'll mess you up.
And I'm excited to see this movie. At first I saw it and I saw how John Cena and like some of the other characters looked, and I didn't like how they looked. And I'm still
I remember
not
you saying that. You were
I'm
like,
still
man, this
not
looks
a
goofy.
big fan. I'm still not a big fan of Pete Davidson being in it either.
Oh yeah, that guy. I bet he's gonna die.
I'm willing to bet. Yeah.
I bet, yeah. You know, for what you mentioned the fact that it'll be like funny but gory, and I keep thinking of that scene in Deadpool 2 when the X-Force just gets like murdered, that whole team.
When they drop in and like only Deadpool and one other person survives.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be like that, but it's gonna be that, but the whole movie.
That one guy lands in the street and he's like, "I'm okay," and then he gets hit by a car.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be like that, but like the movie. Pretty much.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed too that in a lot of screenshots and a lot of videos that I've seen of the movie, that Pete Davidson's only been in about 10% of those.
Yeah,
so he's probably.
You
remember like in the last one that they made in 2016, like the one guy got freaked out and he tried to escape and his head exploded.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be what Pete Davidson's role is in this movie.
Yeah, within like the first like 20 minutes.
They're gonna drop into the zone. Shit's gonna get real. He's gonna freak out and then he's gonna die.
Yeah, probably. We'll see.
Or at least we hope.
Yeah, who knows, dude? He could probably, knowing them and like the fact that it seems like this movie is going to subvert a lot of expectations, and I feel like one of those expectations is, oh yeah, Pete Davidson, he's a comedic guy. He's probably gonna die in the first 5 minutes, but who knows, dude? He might be like the last man standing.
Yeah, he might be the one that saves Harley Quinn's life or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm joking now, baby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks good though.
Call me Puddin'. But yeah, so movie looks good. I'm definitely gonna be seeing it as soon as I can.
Yeah, most definitely. But that wraps up our movie segment. Let's go ahead and move on to our last segment, and we only got one topic for this, so shouldn't be too long. But in our anime slash manga segment, we have another surprise that just got dropped out of nowhere. Didn't even know about this. But there is a new Blade Runner anime series that is going to be released later on in the fall or pretty soon, I believe. It's a collaboration between Crunchyroll and Adult Swim, actually, which is very interesting. And the trailer for the Blade Runner anime just got released actually last week, but we kind of missed it. But looks pretty good. The main character, for whatever reason, reminds me of Alita, Battle Angel.
Oh yeah.
But like the animation, it looks, it's CGI, but it's not like the cheap, weird kind of like frameless, like 2 frames per second animation. It's like smooth.
They're doing this with a lot of quote unquote new animes. They're making them this like 3D bulgy animation, like the new Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Anime that's coming to Netflix is this new 3D animation, and it's like I don't know if I like it yet. I don't know.
It looks smooth though. Like the fight scenes look very good.
It does look smooth, but I think whenever I'm watching anime, I'm wanting more of that drawing looking.
Yeah, I will say I would have been a lot more hyped if it was traditional. Like in the line of Ghost in the Shell, which is like 100% influence.
Phenomenal anime movies of all time.
Yeah, but it's 100% influenced by Blade Runner. So you would think that the Blade Runner anime would be traditional, but it's not. But it's it still looks cool. I will say like it doesn't, like I didn't see any like replicants or anything, or you don't really know who's a replicant. That's the whole thing about a replicant. But I would imagine that the main character is probably going to be a replicant, but I mean, it looks cool. I'll give it a watch. I'm not the biggest Blade Runner fan. I watched the original Blade Runner. I thought that crap was, I wasn't super impressed. It was kind of like boring to me. I don't know. I'll have to watch it again. But, it's definitely one of those movies that's like, it's important, and it's, every freaking cyberpunk movie or game has been influenced by Blade Runner. So, obviously you want to go back and watch it. I will say like a lot of people don't seem like too excited about it. Like some of the people in the comments were like, this looks nothing like Blade Runner. It looks like a game, it looks terrible, but I don't think it looks that bad. And I think when it comes out, it might surprise a lot of people. At least that's what I hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that I think that if I'm taking it too much at face value, I think that it could definitely surprise me in a lot of ways. And I do hope that eventually, I hope that this isn't where anime is going though with this animation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too, because one of the things that you see a lot in with a lot of anime, unfortunately, is the animation has gotten like cheaper and cheaper. Like Dragon Ball Z, case in point. We talked about that last week, but if you look at OG, like OG Dragon Ball versus Super, dude, OG Dragon Ball looks like 1,000 times better than Super. Like it's just objectively speaking, like you can't tell me that Super, like with the straight face, that Super animation looks better than original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z animation. Like you lying, man. So like what you're seeing is like a lot of studios are kind of like cheaping out, or they're choosing studios that probably are a lot cheaper to make like certain anime. So, and one of the things that people have talked about with games and anime is it's a lot cheaper to make like 3D, and it's a lot cheaper to do 3D animation. It's a lot less time consuming as well. So unfortunately, I don't think that this is the first time we're gonna see, this type of thing happen, where it's like, oh, you're expecting it to be like an anime, traditional 2D
But it's not.
anime, but yeah, they'll turn it into like some, or they'll use like 3D animation and stuff. But I think if you do it in a certain way, you can make it work. Like there's this anime called Agin. You seen Agin?
No, I have not.
Or Agin? That, weirdly enough, that style, that like, it was kind of like a 2D slash 3D, kind of like a cel shaded look, and it was a little choppy, but like it worked. You know what I mean? Like you can make it work if you do it right. You can make it work. And I don't understand why a lot of Japanese like 3D animation is so choppy. Like they could, if they wanted to, they could make it like smooth, like super smooth and like tight. I don't understand why they always make it like so choppy and stuff. The good thing is with this, it doesn't look choppy, and I think that's good. So yeah. But I mean,
overall, I'm pretty. I won't say that I'm like super hyped about this.
Yeah.
But I definitely will give it a watch.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I am too, because that fight scene that they show in the trailer is really fluid and really good.
Yeah, dude, that looks super smooth. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all throwing hands.
And it's not too much of a fight scene, it's just a little bit of a punch and kick on like a couple guys, but
Yeah, I really hope that this is like they're only giving us a taste, and then whenever you watch it, it's like there's gonna be like
probably one of the best animes of.
Yeah, and they got like some like full blown
like thing. It's kind of like, I hope it's kind of like Attack on Titan. Like they're like, oh yeah, it's this whole thing where they're fighting this big bad, but then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this person can do the same thing. Like that was the biggest twist for me, is whenever fucking Aaron got eaten, and then I was like, all right, Mikasa's the main character, and then Aaron comes out of nowhere and just decks one in the face. Like that was the most hype moment, and that is why I will say that like fucking arguably season 1 is the best season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, season 1, man, that will go down as one of the best opening seasons of all time, dude.
Because it got me hyped, dude. As soon as he jacked that dude's jaw up, I was like, yo, was that my dude Aaron? Bro. And then sure enough, he kind of like nods at Mikasa like, yeah, it's me.
That was a mean ass left hook, dude.
Oh my god. And then like later on, he punches a dude and it knocks his head clean off.
Clean, dude. Man. And like just the opening. Like from the minute that opening started, I was already in, bro. Dude, like, God, that is one of the most hypest openings of all time.
Yeah, it was just like a huge slaughter.
I still get hyped watching that freaking opening, dude. Man.
Yeah.
Bro, let me.
I like the Sasageo intro better.
Sasageo.
Man. Sasageo. I like that so much better. Oh man,
yeah. All of them honestly are really good. Even the for the final season, I wasn't crazy about it at first, but I want to say like the third or fourth listen, I was like, okay, I'm hyped. Oh man. I was like, okay, here we go. Dude, we totally went like off topic into Attack on Titan, but yeah, Blade Runner looks good. Got anything else you want to say about it?
Not particularly. No, I just, like I said, my final thoughts were I'm not too like over the top hyped about this, but I will be giving it a watch.
Yeah, same. But that is our final topic of the evening, and that will be our whole show. It has been a blast doing this.
Yeah, we had a lot of topics today. A lot lot of interesting things that are developing and that were just kind of dropped all of a sudden.
Yeah, man. Just
it was a strange week for pop culture news for sure. Like it was I don't know. Like it just, there was no summer show or end of summer show or anything like that. It was just like a bunch of people just drop shit all of a sudden, like movie trailers, game trailers, fucking beta trailers, and it was like, yo, what the hell is going on right now? Like, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Like, nah, it was just a good week. So.
Yeah. There's a lot of freaking. Even honestly, there was some stuff that I kind of missed out, or that we kind of missed out on.
Yeah.
Because there was just like
There's
so
much
other stuff
that came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we might be able to touch on those some next week if it's not too late.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
For those of you out there watching, we'd like to thank you for tuning in with us.
Yes. Thank you so much.
And if you have any suggestions or topics that you'd like to hear about from us, leave some comments below.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that little notification bell.
Yes. Very, very much well said, man. Yeah, we appreciate all the people. We got a small group of people, but you guys are loyal.
We appreciate every one of y'all.
Yeah, you guys get to say that you were the first. And
I've been watching them since the beginning.
Man. Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, who knows, man. But hopefully, we can start getting a couple more viewers and stuff. But someone said he wins the race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you got anything else to say, man?
Nah, you said it. You said it really well, man. Towards the end, you killed it, man. You killed it.
Well, once again, we thank you for joining us here. You guys stay vibing. Have a good week.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. See you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
See ya.